minus 50 seconds. T minus 40 seconds. T minus 30 seconds. T minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Shout out to Kopish.
Shout out to Kopish, guys.
Keep all the good work
the
up.
two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gill. Can't get much better than that, guy.
Yeah.
You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys.
Kopish.
Good afternoon, lovely people. I hope you're well. Welcome back to Team Kop-Ish. As always, when we get behind the mic, please make sure you subscribe, comment, and like. First versus 20th. Top of the league versus bottom of the league. Title challenges versus relegation threat. Liverpool versus Southampton at St Mary's. Man like Matt, should be routine. How are you feeling about this game though?
Big up everyone in the chat. Big up those in the comments. Like, share, and subscribe. Bro, I'll be real. I am confident. And yes, it's away from home, but we're Liverpool. And we got to take this game seriously, innit? I feel like, as far as I'm aware, we haven't got any like mad issues or anything like that in terms of injuries, which I guess we'll speak about very, very shortly. But I'm going into this game confident, bro. I know there's been an international break and it's been 2 weeks since we've seen our team play, but we should be beating Southampton. Do you know what I mean? I'm not doing the boasty thing, but I'm saying we should be expecting to beat Southampton. Do you get it? So
I completely agree. Obviously, going into the game, we're top of the league. We're 5 points clear. Arsenal have a tough game against Nottingham Forest at home, even though they're expected to win, just like we were, but we didn't. And then, obviously, Man City are away to... No, they're at home to Spurs, if I'm not mistaken. Or they're away.
Yeah, Man City home to Spurs.
Yeah,
Man City home to Spurs.
Again,
Yeah.
has been a difficult game for them. We're starting to get players back. Elliot's back in full training. Alisson apparently isn't in full training, despite the inside training clips. However, he's not far away. Still no news on Chiesa, no news on Jota. With the likes of Elliot coming back, how big do you think that is for us, especially going into this period where we've got some tough games again?
We need Elliot back, I'll be real. In terms of just quickly, Jota and thing, he said they won't be ready for Man City and Real, I think he said, but he said they're not too far off, I believe. And he said with Chiesa, he's hoping for him to be back soon, but didn't really give like a date either. So it's positive, but it's not the most positive because you're kind of hoping maybe by the rumours you're going to be back. In terms of Elliot though, bro, Elliot being back in full training is massive because Elliot was back in training, I think, just as we entered the international break. It's not like that. So he's got hopefully get a bit of that rustiness out of the way, bro. We need Harvey to start doing his thing because as much as I think Soboslai's doing the defensive work and you know the dog work, so to speak, pause. But like we need someone with production now, and I think Elliot can be that player. I don't want to put too much pressure on him. But Elliot can get goals and assists. He's more than capable.
I don't think that's putting too much pressure on him. And I think, if I'm going to be honest, it feels as though the fan base has been clamoring for him to come back. And look, rightly so. He's a fantastic player and a fantastic footballer. And he came on leaps and bounds last season. As it pertains to Southampton, Cameron Archer's their top goal scorer of 2 goals in the league. And probably one of their most threatening players is Tyler Diblin. But for us, who would you say is the key for us in this game? And why, bro?
For us, I think if 2 players play well, because you're saying 1 player. Away from home. I think Salah is the key. Because normally when Salah has a great game, we normally win. Let's keep it a
Yeah.
buck. Because remember, even if Salah has a bad game, we can still win because he still have a moment.
Yeah.
But if Salah is if Salah's in his bag, we just win the game. I want to give an honorable mention though to someone who I mentioned. Big up Jamie, was on Jamie's channel
Big
yesterday
up
for guys
Jamie.
that
Brilliant show
for the guys
yesterday.
and girls that didn't know, was on Big Up yesterday. Was in the show Jamie, wicked show. But Gravenberch, because Gravenberch, he's another one. If he plays well, because for me, Gravenberch is now the system. If Gravenberch plays well, we normally cook because he gives us the platform to go and do what we need to do. So it's like Gravenberch and Salah, like normally. But obviously, you got Virgil and Ibu. Like, we've got so many key players in it. But if you're saying one player, just one, then it probably is Mo, because Mo's normally the most decisive. Normally.
So I'm going to go for someone slightly different here.
Yeah,
I'm going to go Darwin Nunez.
Darwin?
Yeah. And the reason I say that is because obviously he got the opening goal against Aston Villa. I wouldn't be surprised if we got a chance early into the game or quite early into the game and it fell for him. I think if he scores, then we're fine. If he doesn't, it adds a little bit more pressure, not just to the team, but to himself as well. I think Darwin's a player that needs to start well in order to become the player he should be in that game. And I think should he score early and get a chance early, then I think it all will help. So I think Darwin could be a big factor in this game as well.
I get what you mean. There is pressure on him, in my opinion, because if I'm not mistaken, bro, I think he's only got 2 goals, you know.
In the Prem, he's got a goal against Villa and Bournemouth. And then he scored against Leipzig as well. So I think he's on 3.
Is it 3? Well, I'll be real. This is a game where you're right, though. He should be thinking like, this is a game where I'm thinking, Nunez, you should be. If we create these chances, he should be getting a hat trick.
Yeah.
Do you know it's kind of wild? Correct me if I'm wrong. Right? Has Gakpo ever had a hat trick for us? He hasn't, has he? Got a brace, but not a hat trick.
I don't believe he has. No.
All right. So Nunez is kind of lucky, Carl.
I think Diaz recently got a hat trick. Jota got a hat trick in his first season.
Yeah, and obviously we know Salah's had hat tricks, but I'm just saying,
it's
has Finn had a hat? Him and Gakpo in it. Has Nunez got?
He scored a hat trick in pre-season when we first got him, but not in a competitive game.
Yeah, Nunez has definitely had a brace though, isn't he? He's had a brace where he scored 2, right?
I want to say yes. I don't know if he has in the Prem.
I feel like he hasn't in the Prem, which is kind of weird.
I'm trying to think back now.
Oh, Newcastle brace.
Yes,
big up the chat. Big up.
Oh, and
yeah.
7-0 Man United. Big up the chat.
Okay, so
Bournemouth as well when we beat them 4-0.
Didn't Gakpo have a brace though as well in the Man United game?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was just thinking because you see Gakpo and Nunez, I feel like they're overdue, especially more so Nunez because he's the striker. Yeah. I think Diaz getting a hat trick before Nunez is actually crazy, by the way. But anyway, Nunez needs that. I feel like if Nunez gets a hat trick, bro, do you know what that does for his confidence?
Yeah.
Because then I feel like, because he does other things well, other than arguably you would say his finishing can be sporadic. Brother, all we need him to do is just finish the chances. He finished them chances, yeah? I'm not going to lie to you. The rest of the Prem will actually have a problem on their hands. Look what's happened to flipping Jackson. Do you remember how people were talking about Jackson last season?
Yeah. No.
Look at the confidence Jackson has now. Jackson's a completely different player now, you know?
Yeah.
Jackson is where I expect.
He's the guy. Still don't think he's the guy.
No. He's not the guy, but I can't sit there now and say, you've got Jackson.
Yeah, we can't laugh at him though.
Can't laugh, bro, because he's a problem. He scored against us, by the way.
Yeah, he's on 6 goals and 3 assists so far this season. He has scored and he has played more minutes and more started more games than Nunez. Nunez, if I'm not mistaken, has only started 5 games so far this season. So actually, 3 goals in 5 starts is actually very good.
Yeah, it is. Like I said before, like Listen, you might be right with something there though, because I do feel like the key could be even Darwin. Because if Darwin gets on that score sheet and that, gives him the confidence, that platform to go ahead and just start. Because here's the thing, bro, he's almost like a couple of goals away from just being an absolute nightmare.
A monster. He's
Yeah.
he's goals away from being a monster.
For real, he
Goals
is.
away from being a monster.
You just need to see it, man.
I want to bring up this comment by Mahaili. Says biggest upgrade to happen with Dom. He loves the pressure, so Elliot made him better. I think that's another thing we've all disregarded because of how bad his form's been. We've all kind of just thought, oh well, Elliot comes back in, Elliot's going to take his place, but it could actually make him level up subconsciously and be like, well, Elliot's back now. I can't really take any risks or make any jokes here because if I start playing bad, Jones has already taken my spot effectively. Elliot might just be like, boy, this is me now. So Sobo really has to pull his finger out potentially. And that leads me into who you think will start this game, Matt. So obviously we're going to bring up the tactics board and the team board. If you haven't already, guys, do smash that like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel. So Liverpool obviously usually go for their 4-2-3-1. I don't think anything will change for this game.
Agreed.
Again, we know Alisson's not ready and not fit yet.
Yeah, it's really confirmed Kelleher's in goal.
But neither is Ramsdale apparently for Southampton, which is big.
I'll be real though. Ramsdale's not good, so I kind of wanted him go. I don't know if
he's their best goalkeeper though.
Is he though? Because I'll be real, Ramsdale is very, very suspect. That's me being real.
He is, but he's their starting goalkeeper. He's been actually good for them this season. I think Ramsdale's one of those goalkeepers that needs to be busy. If he's not busy, that's when he starts making mistakes.
Fair play, fair play.
I think three of the back four pick themselves, right? So I'm just gonna put
Virgil, so it'll
Konate,
be Virgil, Konate, and
in fact Trent's not available. I don't think
he's not available. He said he goes for the Real Madrid game. He may be. So it'll be Conor Bradley.
Do we definitely think it'll be Bradley? Could Joe Gomez get a nod here?
I think he plays Conor Bradley.
Okay,
personally.
Cool. Left back. Who are you going for left back then, bro?
If it was me, it'll be Tsimikas. You know what? If it was, I wouldn't mind seeing. I wouldn't mind seeing Joe Gomez at left back. Because I want Bradley to have the license to really go forward. And if Bradley goes forward, at least the shape of the team can go to a back three when we attack. If Conor Bradley given that license, but that's just me. But I know that's not going to happen. What I think will happen is, I actually think he's going to play Robert.
I think it'll be Robertson as well.
And
especially
it's
if
a thing.
Not being there. I think Robertson.
Yeah, and it's a thing where it's like I understand Robertson has value and everything. Like no one's saying he's crap, but I just think Tsimikas is better.
Yeah, I think Tsimikas deserves a start. Unless we're playing Robbo here and Tsimikas starts against Real Madrid, for example.
Against Real Madrid, yeah. Maybe, but
could be. The pivot, obviously Gravenberch is in there. Yeah. Who starts next to Gravenberch for you?
All right, so McAllister played the other night. I think he played 90 minutes. I think he got a little knock, but no McAllister. It's very rare for him not to think. But if it was me, I wouldn't start Mac. I would actually start Jones and Grav. That's what I would do. I think McAllister just needs a break. Just rest him till Real Madrid. Even if it's a thing where McAllister just gets 15 minutes at the end of the game. I just think he needs a break. Because last season, he was used so heavily that I feel and then obviously Copa America as well. Got back from preseason late, played in literally every game, nearly alongside Grav. It's a lot for him, bro. Do you know what I mean?
I agree.
Played a lot of football in the past 12 months.
Could Endo get a start here?
No, I'll go Jones, personally. I'll go Jones.
I'm with you as well, especially after Jones's play for international.
And Jones plays in a pivot as well.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
looked really comfortable.
Yeah.
Does that mean it's automatically Sobo then?
Yeah, I will start Sobo. He had a good game the other day for
Yeah,
Hungary.
international JD. He's
Yeah, I
very good
think,
against Germany apparently.
but what I
But he was in
definitely
the
would,
10.
he wasn't. That's the thing. He wasn't. He was playing like off the left. The thing is, I want to start Elliot, but is it a bit too early to start Elliot just yet? Like, this is what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah, I wouldn't start Elliot. I'd play him from the bench.
I'll play him off the
Another
bench,
thing,
innit?
McAllister's one yellow card away from suspension. Our next game in the league is Man City.
Yeah, then I'm definitely not starting Matt. And I'll be real, even I'll be refraining for him even playing any minutes. And like you said, if Jones
Yeah,
is
I'd
say
try
we're
and
winning the
avoid it.
game 2-0, bring on Endo or Morton or something.
Yeah. Sharp shot with Endo.
Yeah.
Obviously Salah starts.
Salah, yeah. I'll just pray that Chiesa comes back soon, man.
Nunez starts.
Yep.
So who starts on the left wing, which is one of the most difficult ones to predict at the moment.
This is kind of mad, you know, because both of them can absolutely cook. It's like one does it one game, the other one does it one game. One goes to international duty and does something. Like I don't know, bro. I'll probably start Diaz. But do you know what reminded me?
I'd have gone Gakpo for this, you know.
Do you know what? Do you know what I just thought of though? Do you remember the game? Some of the best football I've seen us play this season was at Selhurst Park the first 45 minutes. Don't know if you remember.
That was
Just
a bit of
in
a
general, how we played, like as a team.
Yeah.
We were moving mad. Like Palace couldn't touch the ball in that first half. Gakpo was a big part of that, you know.
Yeah, he was.
But then Diaz has been on fire this season. Do you know what? Big up ties, man, a valid point. Diaz was involved in a full 90. I remember man was playing over in South America. Yeah, do you know what? Chat, big up to you, look, that said Gakpo. Yeah. I think Gakpo.
Cody, yeah.
Let's go Gakpo.
I'd have gone Cody, and I don't say this in a disrespectful way, but I think you see against teams like this, Cody's a bit of a bully against these teams.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. He thrives on these type of. Yeah. Nah, it's a Gakpo team. It's a Gakpo.
He bullies these teams, so I'd go Gakpo as well.
Yeah.
Right. So, score predictions, bro. Southampton, Liverpool, 2:00 kickoff on Sunday.
Where are they in the league right now? Are they bottom or are they like second from bottom?
They're rock bottom. They're rock bottom.
They are in it.
2 points off. There's number 19 in the league of safety. They are 4 points of safety.
I'm going. It's either going to be 2 or 3. I'm just thinking though, sometimes when we get the 2 goals, we don't always go gung ho for that third. I'm going to go 2-0 Liverpool. 2-0 Liverpool. I want 3. It should really be 3. It sounds like I'm going mad here. I'm disrespecting Southampton, but I just think it's going to be a 2-0 because we won't really go gung ho for the third.
I'm with you. I think it's going to be a 2-0. I don't think we're going to go crazy. I don't think Southampton they'll limit us to opportunities as well because they're not going to play expansive football against us.
Yeah.
I'm going to go.
And players are coming back from international break as well.
Yeah.
So
we'll have to be mindful against them because Cameron Archer, Dibling's a really good footballer as well. But we should be fine. We should be fine.
No, for real. But we should have more than enough to beat them, in my opinion. And like the bench is strong. If we pick those players, like obviously we don't want to see McAllister, but he's still on the bench. You still got flipping who's on the bench? Diaz. Do you know what I mean? Tyler Morton, Endo. We've got players there. Like I think the most dangerous players off the bench will be Diaz and
Elliot.
And and Elliot as well. Diaz, Elliot, and McAllister if they don't start.
Yeah.
Those are 3 very, very good players, man.
Indeed, indeed. People, if you haven't already, smash that like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel. We'll be back on Sunday on Big Up for the watch along, and then right back over here for the post-match reaction. So make sure you join. If you haven't joined us on Big Up as well yet, guys, you're really missing out. I know people are more familiar with the platform of YouTube, and I get it, I understand it. But for watch alongs exclusively, Big Up is better. No disrespect to YouTube, no disrespect to the platform, but it's better.
100.
More interactive, easier to follow, more grace period for the chat as well. You guys can do more in the chat. We can speak to you directly in the chat as well. More interactive. Matt gets in his bag with the tactics as well, because it's all implemented in one system as well. We're not having to flirt from one screen to another. So do guys join us over on Big Up. The links in the description. Matt, anything you got coming up on your channel that you wanna promote?
Tomorrow I'm doing the funny you say that. Tomorrow, people, be there on my channel. Hate along on Big Up. Arsenal versus Nottingham Forest, 3 o'clock kickoff, people. Yeah, tune in for that. Trust me, people. If you want to hopefully see Arsenal lose, come join me over my channel, people. Hopefully we're gonna have a party tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully we're gonna have a party.
Indeed,
Yeah, man.
indeed. I don't think I've got nothing planned for my channel. So maybe tomorrow there's UFC. Maybe I might do something tomorrow afternoon on mine. But yeah, we'll see. But yes, people, massive pleasure doing this for you guys. If you haven't already, as I said, smash that like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Until we see you Sunday, people, stay safe, stay blessed. We're Kopish. All right, people. Take care.
See you tomorrow, peeps. Hate along tomorrow, 3 p.m.
Come
Be
on.
there.